Imagine this. You take any AI model, GPT-5, Claude, Llama, doesn't matter, and you turn it into your custom research agent. No coding, no fine-tuning, you just tell it what to do in plain English. NVIDIA just made this possible, and trust me, this changes everything about how businesses use AI. I'm honest with Strategic Intelligence, where we break down the AI innovations that actually matter for your business. Today, we're talking about Universal Deep Research from NVIDIA. This isn't just another tool, it's a complete paradigm shift. It lets you take any language model and turn it into exactly the research assistant you need. Let's be honest about where we are right now. You're probably using Perplexity, maybe Gemini's Deep Research, or OpenAI's tools. They're impressive, sure, but here's what nobody talks about. The first problem, these tools are one size fits all. You want to search your internal documents before hitting the web? Sorry, you can't do that. Need to verify everything against your specific compliance database? Nope. You get what they give you. The second issue, and this one's huge, vendor lock-in. Maybe you love how OpenAI structures research, but prefer Claude's reasoning capabilities. Well, tough luck. You can't mix and match. Each platform locks you into their whole ecosystem. And here's the killer. Your legal team needs completely different research workflows than your analysts. Your compliance team, they have their own requirements. But guess what? Everyone gets the exact same vanilla process. The result? Companies are dropping millions on custom solutions that take forever to build and break the moment a new model comes out. So here's where NVIDIA flips the script entirely. With Universal Deep Research, you can just write out your research process in plain English, like you're explaining it to a new employee. The system takes those instructions and creates code that works on any language model. Let me give you a real example. You write, first, check our internal knowledge database, then verify any claims against our regulatory database. Only after that, search public sources, and always cross-reference findings with our compliance requirements. That's it, you're done. No programming needed. Here's a technical genius, and stick with me because this is important. UDR separates the control logic from the AI reasoning, so all the orchestration, the workflow management, that runs on cheap CPU cycles. The expensive AI model, it only fires when you specifically need it to think. Bottom line, we're talking about 90% cost reduction versus traditional approaches. Now, let's talk about what this actually means for different industries. For financial services, you could build strategies that automatically pull SEC filings first, cross-check against your internal risk models, and flag anything that might be a regulatory issue. Markets get volatile, switch to a conservative research mode with one command. Healthcare organizations, you could create workflows that search medical literature, validate against FDA guidelines, check insurance databases, and then generate patient-friendly summaries. And here's the kicker, you build HIPAA compliance right into the workflow. Legal firms, your research adapts to jurisdiction, follows precedent hierarchy, and adjusts for client risk tolerance. Every junior associate follows the same exact process as your senior partners. Consistency at scale. Manufacturing, research supply chains with your priorities, sustainability scores, geopolitical risk, quality metrics, not what some algorithm thinks is important, what you think is important. And when GPT-6 drops next year, just swap it in. Your competitor releases their proprietary model, just use it with your strategies. You own the process, not the vendor. Alright, let's get practical. Here's exactly how you implement this. Week 1, get the best researchers in the room. Have them map out exactly what they do. What do they check first? How do they verify information? What makes them dig deeper? Document everything. Take those processes, convert them into UDR strategies. Start small, pick something non-critical, run it parallel to your current process, and compare the outputs. Week 4 through 6, now you refine what worked, what didn't. Build variations, maybe a quick scan version and a deep dive version, an internal only search and an external research mode. Month 2 and beyond, roll it out. Team by team. Build your strategy library. Set up governance so people can't just change strategies willy-nilly. The ROI, week 1, you'll cut repetitive tasks in half. By month's end, you're saving 70% of research time. 3 months in, you've cut costs by 80% while actually improving quality. But here's what most people are going to miss completely. This isn't just about efficiency. It's about turning your research methodology into intellectual property. Think about it. The way your organization validates information, the sources you trust, the verification sequences you've refined over years of experience, all of that becomes codified. It becomes an asset that you can protect, audit, and continuously improve. In many industries, your research process is your competitive advantage, and now you can scale that advantage infinitely without losing quality, and that's powerful. Look, this isn't about having better AI. Everyone's going to have access to the same models eventually. This is about having better control over AI. While your competitors are stuck with either generic tools or burning cash on custom builds that'll be obsolete in 6 months, you're building a library of battle-tested strategies. Strategies that work with any model, adapt to any requirement, and get better over time. The winners in this space won't be companies with exclusive access to the best models. They'll be the ones who can bend any model to their specific needs, instantly, repeatedly, and consistently. The NVIDIA paper is linked below, definitely check it out. But here's what I want you to do right now. Identify one critical research process in your organization, just one. Make that your pilot. And let me know in the comments what's the one research process that would transform your business if you could automate it exactly your way. Subscribe to Strategic Intelligence because in the AI game, the difference between strategy and tactics is the difference between leading and bleeding. Thanks for watching.